Hi Gemini, welcome to your first tarot scope of 2019 with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for all of your support. It truly means the world. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the website address below. And before we start, as always, I would like to bless my cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So let's see, what are you releasing, removing or letting go of from your life this first week in January 2019? And you get the Six of Swords. This is good because the Six of Swords kind of suggests that there's been some kind of restlessness that you're getting over. And this for me feels very much like you're about what is new, what is next. I kind of feel like a lot of you Geminis are now ready to really let go of the past. It's almost like the words that I'm hearing are, I can finally let it go. Whatever it is that's plagued you, however long you know it's been going on or something that you've been carrying, the first week of January you're saying, you know what, I'm going to let that go. And when you get the Six of Swords, this is literally you really able to let it go. Like you are walking past it and saying, you know what, that no longer has the energy, the strength or the power to challenge me. I kind of feel like you're rising up against something, and by doing, and you know, it's not necessarily that you're going to go to war with it, you're just going to let it go. And that is really, let it go. You know, it's really, really beautiful. So what are you working on now? The Moon card. Interesting. So what is that, the meat of the matter? This is basically, interestingly enough, right, I've just talked about you letting go of or releasing the past in some way, shape or form. The Moon card is what you're working on now, sees you looking over things and saying to yourself, right, how do I assimilate that? This basically says, you know, this is about trusting your intuition, but it also can represent the past itself. And with this being what you're working on, it feels very much to me like you're now pulling the information or the gems of knowledge or wisdom that you've gained from certain situations. So it's almost like you're walking past it, you're letting it go, you're not letting it affect you at an emotional level anymore, but that doesn't mean that you're going to forget it and not take the information from it. As an example, if something has cost you in a certain way, wouldn't it be better to learn from that experience? I was struggling for the word there. Wouldn't it be better to learn from that experience but let the emotions go? When you can look at something objectively without any emotion, without any sort of attachment to it, you have truly transcended it. And the Moon card is a card of cycles, right? It's a card of the cyclic nature of the human being. So this is really giving you the ability, the passion and the power, and ultimately the instinct and the intuition to really remove something, to really let something go, but to take the wisdom from it. It's like you can now finally look at past events without any hurt, without any guilt, without any frustration or fear or whatever the emotion was that was attached to or experienced, you know, with the experience. You can remove that from it and just look at it as exactly what it is with nothing to hold you back. Powerful place to be in. What are you welcoming in? The Hermit card. So you are going on a journey this week and probably throughout the entire year of self-discovery, of self-mastery. You are really starting to unpick things and say to yourself, right, okay, what do I want next? Where do I go from here? When you get the Hermit card, this is really ultimately about seeking the deepest, most spiritual parts of yourself. And the fact that you're welcoming this in this week, it really suggests to me that you are transcending your past, but you are gaining wisdom from it finally. And that is a really beautiful and very powerful place to be in. Let me know how it shapes up for you in the comments. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have an amazing week and I'll see you very soon for more videos. Take care.